What's up guys, today we're looking at the stabilizer drop leg option. This is an option that can be found on the LPT and many other Diamond C models that have slide-in ramps. The purpose of the option is for a stable, safe loading experience when you're loading things such as tractors, excavators, and skid steers. Let's take a look at it. So I mentioned in the intro, the purpose of the stabilizer drop legs is for a stable, safe loading experience. And much like here, we're somewhat on a inclined surface. You're not always going to be able to be on such a perfect straight and level surface. So what this allows is for when you load the tractor or the piece of equipment, that it compresses the back of the dump trailer, and the legs, the feet, will hit the ground and limit how far the back of the dump can go down and how much it can pull up on the back of your pickup truck. And because if you don't have those and you're on a surface like this, if it gets too much weight off the back end of your truck, it can actually go rolling. So which we do have the parking brake set, which you should always do, but it still helps keep the whole unit, the truck and trailer, in a much more controlled attitude instead of being able to compress the back down and you going for a ride that you don't want to go on. When you're setting the drop legs, it's a good idea not to extend them as far out as you can, like all the way against the ground. You saw I went down and then I came back up a little bit, leaving enough room that when I load the equipment and it compresses the suspension, I'll still be able to get the pin back out of the foot and raise it up. Because when you load the suspension of the dump trailer, say I had an 8,000 or 10,000 pound piece of equipment that this trailer can handle, the suspension can actually compress about 2 to 3 inches. And so you don't want to end up pinning your foot against the ground. So now we'll do a kind of a demonstration. I'll load the tractor. Again, the tractor's not quite as heavy as what this trailer could have, being like a skid steer or an excavator. Would be a whole lot heavier right there on the end of the trailer. So I ended up lowering them down one more hole because again, this tractor is not nearly as heavy or as dense as you would find with a skid steer or an excavator. So it really you fine tune your hole placement depending on the equipment that you're loading. And once you kind of find a rhythm of what you need, you'll know that each time you go to load it. Well, there you go. As you can see, with and without the jacks, it makes a big difference. It actually has a greater impact the heavier and the more dense the equipment that you're loading is. So if you find yourself as one who's going to be loading and moving equipment often, stabilizer drop legs are the way to go.